Absolutely. My name is Dave Crane. Welcome to the NLP Sales Masterclass. I'm joined by Daira Soudi. Now I want to talk about the after-sales service. What is the best way to get a customer to come back? By email, by sending them a present, by just being nice when they leave your store or your office? How would you say to gauge good customer after service?
Okay. Great question, Dave. There's different ways of getting customers to come back, to turn them into clients. First one we discussed was educating them. And often educating clients, for instance, I'll give you an example. If I was a phone salesman, okay, and I sold BlackBerries, when you come into my BlackBerry shop, you expect me to tell you how different BlackBerry is to iPhones and how better BlackBerries are to iPhones. So your internal dialogue using NLP is that, oh no, here he goes, he's a BlackBerry salesman telling me all the benefits of BlackBerry and all the weaknesses and downfalls of iPhone. So you're not going to believe me. You see me as a salesperson. To get you to come back, I have to have independent research done, so you can't question it. So what I've done before you came in, I've done some research on BlackBerries and iPhones and Samsungs and so forth, and realized truthfully that my phones and these areas are better. So when you come in, I will refer to that independent research, okay, and educate you why my BlackBerries are better, so you won't be thinking I'm just telling you a lie or leading you in the string to get you to buy my phones. That's the first thing. So be honest, be educational. In sales, most people walk into your shop, or the people you speak to, or the people you see, the majority of people don't buy from you. Fact. Okay? I've yet to see somebody, apart from myself, that closes deals all the time. Okay? So, how often do you see a salesperson who's come to see you, you don't buy from? A car salesman, a phone salesman, anybody who you dealt with it, you don't buy from them, and guess what? You never hear from them again. True?
A lot.
Majority of the time, when you make a decision to buy something, you regret it. You think, oh, I wish I'd gone to that guy, but he never phoned me back, so I feel a bit awkward going back to him. So what I do is I say data capture. Capture the data of every single person you touch and see, okay? And send them a no hard feelings letter. Say, listen, hey, not everybody who comes through my shop buys from me, okay? And if you don't and you've gone with somebody else, hey, no hard feelings. That's the way life goes. Yes, but just let you know, I'm here if you ever need anything. It's incredible what percentage of people come back after they decide to go with somebody else or refer you to somebody else because you were a gentleman. You educated them, they decided to go with somebody, they regretted it, but they're going to pass you to somebody else. Guinness Book of Records is a gentleman who sold the most amount of cars year after year over a 20-odd year period. If you're going to go to his showroom, he won't see you. You have to see the other salespeople. You have to make an appointment to see him. And he sold more cars consistently over a 20-odd year period than anybody else in the world. And how he did it was he had 2 secretaries. They sent out weekly postcards to the people he met. How are the kids? How was your holiday? Thinking about you. Happy birthday. Happy Valentine's Day. Just to let you know I'm thinking about you. So just keep in the forefront of your clients. You don't have to be spectacularly fancy. You don't have to be spectacularly wowing them. Just to make sure that you're in the forefront of their mind. They keep coming back. When you're actually doing business with your clients, find out what their interests are. Okay, so when you're doing research, don't do research. How often do you get newsletters from people who's going on about how they're expanding, how they're growing, how they got new offices? Do you really care?
No, not at all. Nobody
cares. It's like blah blah blah, junk box. Why don't you actually research something that actually enhances the reader's lives? And at the bottom of it, just at the bottom of it, have a picture of you and your telephone number. Because they're not stupid people. I get emails, 2/3 of a page is all about the logo of the person who's emailing me. Am I daft? Yes, but I'll read your email. If maybe your picture was on the top left-hand side, I'll associate it with Dave Crane, and I'll be thinking, wow, he always sends me interesting stuff. And I'll read it, it's going to enhance my life, not telling me how well he's doing. Because most people aren't that particularly happy if you become a multi-millionaire, very, very famous, because it often highlights their own inadequacies or insufficiencies or lack of drive. So stop putting yourself on a pedestal. You're going to have how wonderful